Hi friends, it's Miss Anne. I hope you guys are having a good day. Let's start by singing our crisscross applesauce song to help us get ready to listen. Are you ready? Can you sing with me? Okay. Crisscross applesauce, give a little clap. Crisscross applesauce, hands in our lap. Crisscross applesauce, quiet as can be. Crisscross applesauce, eyes on me. Good job. So this week in our classroom, we're going to be learning all about pets and what types of pets you can have, and veterinarians, vets who take care of our pets. I was wondering if you have a pet. If you have a pet at home, you can bring a picture of your pet to school to share with us, okay? So if you have any kind of pet at home, why don't you bring a picture to share with the class and you can tell us about your pet. Do you want to see my pet? I have a pet. Some of you have already asked me, and I told you about my pet dog, Charlie. Do you want to meet Charlie right now? Okay, I'm going to get Charlie. Here he is, right here. He's waiting to be See, here's my doggie. Here's Charlie. Here's Charlie. He is my dog. Charlie is about 8 years old, and he is a miniature Schnauzer dog. I adopted him when he was about 1 year old. Say hi, Charlie. Oh, I love my Charlie. He sleeps on the end of my bed every night, and he also has another bed that he sleeps on in the day, or he sleeps on the couch. And he eats kibbles for dinner and for breakfast, and he also, of course, loves to have little snacks that we give him throughout the day. Okay, there's Charlie. Say bye. Bye, Charlie. We'll put him down. Bye, Charlie. Okay, that's my dog, Charlie. Do you guys want to play a little game? I told you that Charlie likes to sleep on my bed, or he likes to sleep on his own bed. I also have a game right here. These are different types of homes that pets might live in at your house or whatever house they live in. So, let's see. This looks like a cage. This looks like maybe a bowl of water. This looks like another type of cage or crate. This looks like something, like a post, something that they can lay up on top. This looks like glass kind of box. And this looks like a little tiny house. Let's see if we can figure out what pets might live in one of these homes. The first pet I have is a doggie, kind of like my dog Charlie. A dog. Where would a dog maybe live? Would it live in a fishbowl? No, it wouldn't live in a fishbowl. Would it live in this little tiny cage? No. Where do you think it would live? I think it would live in the little dog house. The little dog house, right? So we'll put that right there. Okay, let's try another animal. Oh, this is a kitty cat. Kitty cat, what did cat say? Meow. Do you know where a cat might like to live? Would a cat like to live in a bowl of water? No, cats don't live in bowls of water. Cats might like to live here. They like to scratch on the post. They like to play with this little ball, and they like to rest on the top right up here. That's where a cat might live. If you have a pet cat, I wonder if you have one of those in your house. Okay, let's try another one. What is this one? A bunny rabbit. Do any of you have a pet bunny rabbit? I know someone does have a pet bunny rabbit. Let's see. Does a pet bunny rabbit live in here? No, not in that one. That's too small for the bunny rabbit. Does the bunny rabbit live in a bowl of water? No. I think that maybe you might put your pet bunny rabbit in this crate right here. Maybe. That might be a place for a bunny rabbit to stay. Okay, we have a few more homes, so let's see what our next pet is. Here is a goldfish. Do any of you have a pet goldfish at home? I used to have a pet goldfish a long time ago, but I don't have it anymore. Where would our pet goldfish go? In a cage? No. It would like to go in a bowl of water, don't you think? Fish need water to survive, so I think that's where we should put our fish. Do you think that's a good idea? Thumbs up? Okay, so we have 2 more homes left. Let's see what our next pet is. Our next pet is a little bird. What did Birdie say? Tweet, 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 tweet. Would our birdie go in this little glass case, or would it go in this little cage? Did you say the cage? Yes, I think you're right. I think the birdie would like to swing on the little swing and would stay in the cage. We have one last animal, and so I guess our last animal would go in here. It is, do you know what that is? An iguana maybe? And we'll put that right in here. Now all of our animals have somewhere to stay. Little homes. I wonder what kind of pets you have. Or if you don't have a pet, is there a pet that you would like to have? A pet that you're wanting to have? I love dogs. They're my favorite. But sometimes I wish I had a pet kitty cat. Or another dog. I would like another dog too. Pets are so much fun to have. I have a story for you now about a pet dog. His name is Gaston. Gaston by Kelly DiPuccio. Pictures by Christian Robinson. Mrs. Poodle admired her new puppies, Fifi, Fufu, Oolala, and Gaston. Would you like to see them again? Fifi, Fufu, Oolala, and Gaston. Perfectly precious, aren't they? Mrs. Poodle thought so too. The puppies grew, as puppies do. 3 were no bigger than teacups. The 4th, however, continued to grow and grow until he was the size of a teapot. Mrs. Poodle took pride in teaching her puppies how to be proper pooches. They were taught to sip, never slobble. Good, well done, nice try, very nice. They were taught to yip, never yap. Yip, 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 roof. And they were taught to walk with grace, never race. Tiptoe, tippy-toe, whoa! The puppies were also taught how to look pretty and pink, nibble their kibble, and ride in style. Whatever the lesson, Gaston always worked the hardest, practiced the longest, and smiled the biggest. Mrs. Poodle was very pleased with all her puppies, Fifi, Fufu, Oolala, and Gaston. Spring arrived, and the proud mother was eager to show off her darlings. She took them to the park for their very first stroll in public. There was much to see: daffodils, ducklings, dogs. Oh dear, who do we have here? Rocky, Ricky, Bruno, and Antoinette. Would you like to see them again? Rocky, Ricky, Bruno, and Antoinette. This was more than a little awkward. The mothers sized up the pups sized up one another. It seems there's been a terrible mistake, Mrs. Bulldog said, breaking the silence. Oui, Mrs. Poodle agreed sadly. Whatever shall we do? Mrs. Bulldog could not come up with an answer. I guess we'll let them decide, she replied at last. Gaston and Antoinette were very young, but even they could see there had been a mix-up. The two puppies began to circle around and around the group. Gaston walked with grace. Antoinette raced. Gaston yipped. Antoinette yapped. And when they finally came to a stop, the puppies had traded places. There, that looked right. It just didn't feel right. That evening, Antoinette tried to fit in with her new sisters, but she did not like anything proper or precious or pink. On the other side of town, Gaston tried to fit in with his new brothers, but he did not like anything brutish or brawny or brown. Ick! Antoinette and Gaston weren't the only ones who were having a hard time adjusting. The next morning, Mrs. Poodle forgot all about being proper and raced back to the park. Mrs. Bulldog was already there, waiting with her burly brood. It seems we've made a terrible mistake, she nearly shouted. Oui, Mrs. Poodle agreed happily. This time, Gaston and Antoinette wasted no time trading places. There, that looked right, and it felt right too. From that day forward, the families met in the park every afternoon to play. Rocky, Ricky, Bruno, and Antoinette taught the poodle puppies a thing or two about being tough. Likewise, Fifi, Fufu, Oolala, and Gaston taught the bulldog puppies a thing or two about being tender. Oops. And many years later, when Gaston and Antoinette fell in love and had puppies of their own, they taught them to be whatever they wanted to be. The end. I hope you guys liked that story about Gaston and his family. Bye from me and Charlie. Say bye, Charlie. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.